No, the question that I just brought up, God didn't give us free will?
No.
Why not?
Did Jesus have free will?
Why did? How come he did?
You said how come he didn't?
He had the choice to do whatever he wanted to do.
He had a choice to do whatever he wanted to do? Okay, we're going to bring it up. We're going to show you something.
So we don't have a choice?
No.
So pretty much.
Let me get Jeremiah 1:5.
So pretty much God created us to just be slaves.
I'm going to show you something.
To be robots.
I'm going to show you something. Let me show you
we don't have a free will, and we don't have the right to choose, what good is that?
We're going to show you something.
You're trying to see. You the only sight I'm trying to see. You the only air I'm trying to breathe. Oh, baby, no, I'm not a Christian. I'm a young Israelite king. No, I ain't never been to Turks. Rent still coming on the first. My doggy still alive for a body. Pick up calls and talk like it beside me. I always try to keep a promise. Still a lot of pressure on my conscience. Enough of me, tell me what you like. Reposado code on the
1 and 3. It's a blessing, it's a blessing to read this book. You know that, right?
I guess it was because I was forced to go to church at a young age.
At a young age.
But I believe in them, you know what I'm saying? I believe in a higher power, all that. I just don't believe that they don't say nowhere in there, like, I have to be forced to go to church or I have to read the Bible.
Right, we are the church, right? We are the church, right? We're going to show you something, though, but to read this book is very detrimental, right? Because this book, this is like the key that you need to unlock. What you say? Reading the Bible is detrimental? No, reading the Bible is what you're supposed to be doing. You see what I'm saying? Right? Bring it out real quick.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
Right? It says, blessed is he that readeth, and hear the words of this prophecy. Right? So you go to church. Yeah, I'm in fundamental. So you read. So this Bible, right? Our grandparents used to say that this Bible means basic instructions before leaving Earth, right? This book teaches you, right, how to navigate through life itself. You see what I'm saying? Right? You say you love God, right? How do you love God? You say you love God, right? Yeah. How do you show that? How do you prove that?
I always making sure I'm doing good.
You always make sure you're doing good. Let me get first on. All right, we're gonna show you the correct, because love is an action word, right? Yeah. You got a little king in your hand, that's the son. All praises, man. That's a beautiful thing, right? You know, when it comes down to your son, right? You can say I love you all day, right? But it's the action behind the words that proves to your son, your little king, right? That my daddy really do love me. You see what I'm saying? So same thing with us in this Bible, right? To prove that we love God, we have to put an action forth, right? It's an action word. Bring it out, right?
This 1 John 5 and 3. Right. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
So that we run from it.
That we keep his commandments.
Love of God is that we keep his commandments, right? You know what the commandments are according to the Bible? No? You don't know any commandments? Right? We can give you some basic commandments, right? Let me get Exodus chapter 20.
I told you I used to be forced,
so that made you know what's crazy? Like, even with a young child, right? If you force a young child to act a certain way, they grow up running from that way you try to teach. You see what I'm saying? Because when you force something on somebody, it kind of like make them side-eye, you know what I'm saying? It make them side-eye. 20 and go to verse, start at verse, you start at 3.
I know y'all right.
This is the part where the commandments first came about, right? I believe you can read in chapter 16 of Exodus 2, right? Is it 16? The commandments popped up too?
16.
Is it Exodus 16 too? Ain't someone popped up? Like the Sabbath? Okay, cool. All right, but bring this out real quick.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3, and it reads, Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Right, so one of the commandments, the Most High God said we should have no other gods before me. Right? So I don't know if you really heard the conversation, but brothers were speaking to brothers who are Muslim. Right? Now he brought out in Deuteronomy 28 that we're not supposed to worship stone and wood. You see what I'm saying? So that's like that's paganism to us. Because that's like worshiping another god or another deity. You see what I'm saying? So we worship Yahweh by Shemi Yahweh Shai. The world say Jesus Christ, or they say Yahweh or Yeshua, right? But we say Yahweh Shai, right? And Yahweh. That's the true name of the Father and his Son. You see what I'm saying? Right now, you eat pork, we're going to show you that eating pork is not what you're supposed to be doing. You see what I'm saying? It's against the commandments of the Most High God. So every time you eat pork, the Most High God is mad with you. You see what I'm saying? Right? As all once for us. You see what I'm saying? We all have to sacrifice that, right? Because guess what? We grew up on that pork, that soul food, that southern food, right? We grew up eating certain things that crawfish, right? Down south, that's a delicacy, right? Shrimp, crab, lobster. We love that. We all love shrimp, crab, lobster. Yeah, we got a flyer. We got flyers.
We got more flyers.
We got a YouTube channel. Somebody can give you a YouTube channel. You can check us out on YouTube. We do got an Instagram too though.
We'll give you the YouTube channel.
Give it. Somebody give it to us.
Give it a YouTube channel.
Yeah, come. But you say you eat pork, right? We're gonna show you that eating pork is bad for you, right? The Most High God, He knows all things, right? The Most High God gave us a health guide to keep us healthy. Because when you love your son, right? Would you let him put anything in his body that's gonna kill him or harm him? No, right? That's you proving I love him. You know what I'm saying? Right. Same thing with the Most High God. He gave us an actual health guide to keep us from having high blood pressure, from having gout, from having diabetes and disease, right? But we've been brought up in these ways of the world, right? The white man has told us that we can eat anything. He give us junk food, all the sugar, contaminated foods, and we eat these things, and now we in the hospital. Now we got our life is short. You see what I'm saying? Bring this out though. Leviticus 11:7.
We're gonna show you that pork. You can't eat pork, you see what I'm saying?
And a lot of people know, even the pig, the swine don't even have sweat glands. They don't sweat.
Bring it out.
It's a nasty animal. You see what I'm saying? If you put a dead body in front of a pig, it's gonna consume that body. If you put slop in front of a pig, it's gonna consume that body. A pig can eat its own feces. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
So a pig is a very unclean animal, and the Most High God told us stop eating that. Don't eat that. You know what I'm saying? Don't even go as far as really touching the carcass of a dead pig. Right? Bring this out.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7, and it reads, "And a swine, though he divideth the hoof,
And the swine meaning the pig, though he divided the hoof, right? Keep going.
and be cloven-footed,
Meaning he got that little hoof. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just like how a cow got. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Right? Or deer. Bring it up.
yet he cheweth not the cud."
Cheweth not the cud meaning the vegetation of grass. Right? It's rare for a pig to just consume natural grass like a cow. They have 4 stomachs. Right? They have a digestive tract that take it through 4 different chambers of the stomach, right? That's why it's a more cleaner meat to eat and consume. Right? But bring this out, keep going.
He is unclean to you.
He is what?
He is unclean
So
to
the
you.
swine is unclean to you. Right? But keep going, it's more in depth.
Verse 8, "Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch."
So of the flesh of the pig says you not eat, and the carcass you shouldn't even touch it. See what I'm saying? Right? Now what type of, you eat seafood? Catfish, you know what you?
Catfish,
Okay.
shrimp,
Crab,
salmon.
lobster, right? Okay.
No
Jump down to
lobster.
verse 9.
No lobster, no crab.
No lobster, no crab.
Salmon, catfish, and shrimp.
Okay, salmon, catfish, and shrimp. Now, shrimp and catfish, right? Salmon is fine.
Right, but the catfish and the shrimp, they bottom feeders.
Bottom feeders. Now, so you know that. So now it's like, so now you're gonna.
It's good though.
They good. Everything. Look. Hey, check it out though. Look, that's. You know, we gave up that stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We don't consume that stuff to even know what it tastes like. You know what I'm saying? We left that in the past, right? But that's why we gotta change our taste buds, man, and eat what's righteous. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We gotta conform to eating what's righteous, right? Bring this out, cause guess what? A catfish has it got fins, but it don't have scales, right? Fish who have scales and fins, they can filter and cleanse themselves. You see what I'm saying? Bottom feeders, what they eat? Everything, right? Feces, right? Carcasses of dead animals, so forth and so on. They're very parasitic, meaning toxic to the body, the human body, right? So you're consuming these different foods, and guess what? You're putting an acid in your body, acidity in your body, man. That's why we become sick. You see what I'm saying? Right? We'll bring this up.
Verse 9, "These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters."
So these are foods that you can't eat in the waters, right? Speaking about fish and so forth. Bring it up.
"Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters."
So whatsoever do got fins and scales you can eat. Tilapia, salmon, cod, perch, right? All these good healthy foods, trout, see what I'm saying? You can consume these different type of fish, you see what I'm saying? But you gotta leave the fish alone like catfish. It's a bad fish for you. It's bad for the body, you see what I'm saying? It's bad for the system, the human system, right? Keep going.
"In the seas,
Right.
and in the rivers."
And shrimp. Shrimp is a hard shell fish, right? A lot of people when they go to, you eat like boils and stuff like that, seafood boils, you just eat plain shrimp. Okay, when you
Shrimp
crack
fried rice.
shrimp fried rice. Okay, when you crack the little shell of the shrimp, right, or the tail of the shrimp, what's 9 times out of 10 found inside that tail of the shrimp? Feces. Shit. Right? You ever seen that black string that people be pulling out? Right?
Y'all fucking me
That's
up.
feces. You see what I'm saying? But you consuming that. You consume that on a regular because it tastes good as a delicacy. You see what I'm saying? Right? We was given these things, right, to eat on in slavery days and slave times like that. You see what I'm saying? We was given the scraps. You see what I'm saying? So this culture of eating these different foods has been embedded in us over time. You see what I'm saying? Just like what teachings that we've been taught has been embedded over time. All right, sis, you're an Israelite. You're an Israelite, sis. You're an Israelite. You're an Israelite, sister. We got to give it to you like that, right? Right? You ain't no Greeks, we are, right? We being real, right? So, no pork, right? No shrimp. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you got to look into the dietary law and what you can and cannot eat. You see what I'm saying? So that's a commandment, to not eat certain food. You see what I'm saying? Right? Now, I'm going to ask you a question. What is on that? Who's the real Christ according to the Bible? I got two questions for you. According to the Bible, who? Because you said you went to church, you was forced. So I'ma just assume, and correct me if I'm wrong, bro. You being forced by the church meaning you didn't retain a lot of that church knowledge because you was forced. So you really didn't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so is us, who was also forced to go to church. We didn't really give a fuck. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I asked you the question because this is important right here. To know what your Lord and Savior look like. If you say you believe in him and you say you love him, right? So you want to know what he look like, right? So that's why I asked you, if you can give me a correct answer on which one is the correct picture of Christ, what would you say? What would be your answer if I asked you that?
The one that look like me.
The one that look like you.
That's
right.
So why the one that look opposite to us is posted everywhere across the world?
Because that's what was given to us.
Because that was what was given to us, right? And why was it given to us?
Because some separated and some divided.
For a smart man, you see what I'm saying? Right, so the white man, he's very strategic. He's an evil snake, you see what I'm saying? So he gave him...
It's more than just one of those books. I've been told it's like 4 or 6 of them.
What, Bibles?
Yeah.
It might be different translations, right? A Bible that's being translated is just for your easier understanding. See what I'm saying? Like us as the culture of black people, right? We speak slang. That's easier for us to understand in some ways. We can communicate better like that, right? You can't communicate to me in Spanish, right? So the translations of the Bible is for understanding of people who don't understand Old English or, different languages and so forth and so on. That's the translation, but the Bible itself, it doesn't change. You see what I'm saying, right? But we're gonna show you the true depiction of Christ, and then we're gonna ask you another question, right? Bring this out real quick. You ever played baseball before?
Nah.
Right? We're gonna play baseball.
Football and basketball.
Football, okay, cool. Right, we're gonna play baseball. Baseball, you get 3 strikes, right? So we're gonna see who gets struck out first, right? The white image or the black image. We don't know. You see what I'm saying? Bring this out.
It's Revelation 1 and verse 14.
Bring it out, right?
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So it says Christ, his head and his hairs were white like wool. When you look around right now, what's the course of our hair? What's the course of your hair? Not the color, the course of it. The texture of it. We got that woolly hair, right? Some would say that nappy woolly hair, that beautiful nappy hair. You got the froze, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, the woolly hair, right? So it says Christ had white woolly hair, right? But keep going.
It says his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
As white as snow.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were as a flame of fire, right? Going into his countenance, right? So strike one would be, which one of these pictures depict a guy with white woolly hair as a sheep wool, right? The right. That's strike one, right? The second strike would be, who has that more fierce countenance, right? Is it this guy right here, or is it this guy right here?
Bring it out.
Right? The one on the right. That's strike two, right? This guy right here, he look docile, he look sweet. You know what I'm saying? He look docile. You see what I'm saying? Right? Bring it out.
And his feet.
They almost got him like a woman.
Like a woman, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. This look like a man right here, you see what I'm saying? Right? Bring it out.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
It's like
So what color is brass?
Like brown.
Like a brown.
Right.
It says his feet like unto fine brass. If you look at your feet, right, it's the rest of your body, skin color, right? So if it's like a brownish, right, it said Christ had feet of brass, keep going.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
So it went as far as saying that his feet was like unto fine brass, and if that brass was burned in a furnace, anything you burn turns what color? Blacker, right? Darker, right? So we don't say that we black up here, right? Because black is his shirt. You see what I'm saying? We say we brown. We got different shades of brown. You see what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Hey, say it loud. Hey, that's true. That's how we feel. You see what I'm saying?
That's idolatry.
That's hey, that's true shit.
That's
Right?
idolatry.
You speaking the truth, right?
Catholic Church, they was like, yeah, fuck it. We want the black man to worship his oppressor.
Of course, that's a smart man right there.
I'm gonna paint Jesus to look like
That's
me.
right, brother. Hey, all praise to the Most High.
Fuck white Jesus.
All praise to the Most High, brother. I agree with you 100%.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so what you got to say, brother?
What you got to say, bro?
You an Israelite, though, brother, right?
No, the question that I just brought up, God didn't give us free will?
No.
Why not?
Did Jesus have free will?
Why did he? How come he did?
You said how come he didn't?
He had the choice to do whatever he wanted to do.
He had a choice to do whatever he wanted to
choice.
do? Okay, we're going to bring it up. We're going to show you something.
So we don't have a choice?
No.
So pretty much.
Let me get Jeremiah 1 and 5.
So pretty much God created us to just be slaves.
I'm going to show you something.
To be robots.
I'm going to show you something. Let me show you
If we don't have a free will, if we don't have the right to choose, what good is that?
We're going to show you something.
What good
Check it
is
out.
being here?
Check it out.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 18 and verse 3. I'm going to start at verse 2. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he, who governeth the world with the palm of his hand.
The what?
Who governeth the world with the palm of his hand.
The Lord governeth the whole world with the palm of his hands. But you're just in a movie right now. You living out the script, bro. Right? Keep going.
And all things,
What?
and all things,
And what?
all things,
All things, keep going.
obey his will.
Obey his will. The Bible tells you a bird doesn't even fall from the sky dead without the Most High God giving that decree, man. Right? Of course we do. The Most High God plays a role in everything, man. Right? A lot of people here in church even tell you God is in everything. He's everywhere.
Can I ask you a question?
Right? We're going to show you something. Let me get this last scripture. You can ask your question. I promise you. The floor is going to be yours.
I on the floor.
That's cool. And we're going to show you that free will is not a thing.
It's all love. Look, I'm not here
For sure. No, we are here for sure. Yeah, we dialoguing. It's all love. But I'm going to show you a prophet in the Bible who didn't have a choice on that he was going to be a prophet. The Lord told him. I'm going to show you. The Lord told him, you're going to be what I want you to be. The Lord told him that. Bring it up.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5, and it reads,
Right?
before I formed thee in the belly.
He says, the Lord said before, he's speaking to the prophet Jeremiah. He told Jeremiah, before I formed you in the belly, before you was even come about through sexual intercourse, right? Before I formed you, right? I knew your spirit. Bring it out.
I knew thee.
I knew you. Keep going.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb,
Before you was born out the womb, out of your mom, right? Keep going.
I sanctified thee.
I sanctified, meaning I chose you. We didn't have a choice. I chose you. You see what I'm saying? Bring it out.
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nation.
And I made you a prophet, man. You was going to be a prophet whether you like it or not.
That's
the Lord,
right.
He direct all paths, man.
right.
There's no free will. The Lord directs your paths, bro.
Bring it out.
That's right.
Just being 100 with you. Same thing with Jesus, right? With Christ. When Christ was on the cross, what did he say to the Most High God? Let this cup pass me if it be of your will. It was the will of the Lord for him to go through that for his people.
That's what I'm saying. You trying to prove to me
You got to, bro.
a document that was written.
Let me get
by
Isaiah
somebody else.
28.
It wasn't written by
18.
us. That book wasn't written by
Not a book
us.
wasn't written by us. Who was it written by?
It wasn't written by us.
Who was it written by?
It wasn't written by us.
We can show you it was written by us.
Oh, what you want?
Go to 2 Peter.
King James.
No, go to 2 Peter.
And he even got
You gonna say what, he homosexual, he a white man, that's what you gonna say?
what?
You gonna say he's a white man, he's homosexual?
I didn't say
What about
none of
King
that.
James? We heard it all, bro.
I understood his position, but his whole position wasn't for the benefit of us. I understand that. I even read King James, the 23rd and 3rd when he ruled England. I know about that book. I know the fact that America is our land. We are prisoners of war on our own land. We are prisoners of war on our own land. Girl.
Okay, we gonna show you something.
That's why they can't move us.
We gonna show you why.
Look, let me just say one thing. They can't make us do anything. They gotta get our consent. We gotta give consent.
When have we ever
to do
gave consent? So we gave consent for them to put us in slavery and bring us over here? We made that was consensual.
in jail. We was already
Okay, some of us, the northern tribe was already here.
I'm not
The
talking
southern
about-
kingdom wasn't here, brother.
I'm not talking about Africans.
I said, we're not Africans. We're talking about the so-called Negro.
We was already here.
No, the northern kingdom was here. We can show you in the Bible.
We've been here.
Okay, bring this out real quick. We're gonna show you, bro.
How can you bring people
gonna
from
show you.
another place and we
All
already
right, we're gonna show you, bro. We're gonna show you. We're gonna show you who was here and who wasn't here. We're gonna show you.
I know
Bring this
I
out.
was here. Show 'em. I was
This is
here.
the book of
I don't
Job,
know
chapter
about the
9, verse
Africans.
24. It says, the earth,
This why the white man don't give a fuck. Bring it out.
the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
No, the one that give a fuck.
The earth is given into the hand of the
The
wicked.
white man love.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
It says the earth is given into the.
Our own people fucking wicked.
Who rules the
I'm
earth?
lost.
Chiefly, who rules the earth?
I'm lost.
What people rules the earth chiefly, right? Because we don't own shit for real, right? We got a house, house? You got a house? You own a house?
I got a house.
Okay, who do you pay taxes to?
I don't pay taxes to nobody. My shit is free and clear.
Okay, you buy clothes?
Huh?
You buy clothes, right?
Yeah, I buy clothes.
Okay, who do you get your clothes from? What source of parties your clothes come from?
You right.
You didn't make it.
You right.
The white man made it, right?
You right.
Okay,
now, I
then.
don't know if it's a white man.
Okay.
I don't know who the fuck
Any
made
other
it.
nation of people, right?
Yeah, don't give me the line. I don't know who made it.
You pay comment.
You pay comment?
No, I don't pay comment.
I don't pay comment. So you ain't got likes.
I don't. No, I know. I understand. No. Let me explain to you.
crazy.
Can I explain to you?
Solar panels.
Can I explain to you why I don't pay lights?
Go ahead.
The reason why I don't pay lights because I know that all this shit is free in the first place. Nigga, I already sent my bills, all this shit to the Egyptian servant. All this, bro, it's a whole nother I ain't finna get into
So
right
you
now.
don't pay you don't pay no light bill,
No,
none of that.
I don't pay nothing. I don't
So
even
you
pay-
live in
I don't
Scott
pay
in America?
I do.
Bro,
I know
I
that.
don't know if I believe that, bro.
There's laws, there's codes, that's all that
What are you more? You a more?
Yeah, I'm a more.
Okay, that's why. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. And now I see why you saying what you're saying.
But what I'm
Like you're a
saying,
sovereign citizen.
but what I'm saying is,
Right.
what I'm saying is,
Right.
I'm not shitting on y'all, bro.
Right. No,
I respect everything
sure.
y'all doing.
For sure,
I
for sure.
respect y'all, bro.
We
I
respect
really
you
do.
too, for sure.
But when handling certain things, you gotta come at it a different way. You can't come at it with the comment. Don't give a fuck about you coming with the scriptures in them. They don't care about none of that.
Of
shit.
course.
They want law.
Listen,
They
this is
want
what we
they want
listen.
shit that can put them in jail.
You know why
That's
we
how they
read
gonna- That's
scripture?
how they gonna act right.
But
That's
you,
how they
but
gonna
you
act
do
right.
know why we reading scripture? Because this scripture is what governs our people. This scripture gives
It
our
can
people the
if you want
blueprint.
to.
No, it does. It's this, we are living proof and testimonies of how the scripture
can.
changed us, bro.
It can.
We live in proof of that. That's what I'm telling you, bro.
It can.
We live in proof of that.
But look, what I'm saying is that anybody can create a
Hey.
doctrine for their own people.
What people are on top of the world right now?
I don't know who on top of the world. They
You
none
ever
of my
heard
business.
of you heard of
Ain't none of my
Rothschilds and all that?
business. Yeah, I heard of all of that, but ain't
You
none of
heard
my
of that?
business.
Who run the international banking system?
It ain't none of my business.
Well, I'm asking you. It don't gotta be
I
your
don't know.
business.
I don't
but
know.
I'm asking you who.
I don't know. I don't. I
Did they
can't-
not say the Jewish
I don't
man
know.
own
I don't know.
every-
I don't know who got. I don't know the person name tag
Listen,
at the time.
listen,
I
bro,
don't know.
listen. You gotta stop talking so you can hear me, bro.
You asked
Do
me
they
a
not say
question.
that the Jewish man owns damn near everything, every industry
He's
and all
not
that?
Jewish?
Oh, he's not.
So what did you
But
talk? Why
I'm
you
trying
keep-
to make a
why
point.
You, why you saying he's
Because
Jewish?
if I say Amalek, would you know who the fuck I'm
I
talking
do
about?
know. I know who that.
No, you don't.
The
So-
Kazanaki.
Okay,
I know
all
who
right.
motherfuckers.
Okay,
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So the Amalekites, let's just speak it like that then. The Amalekites, right? They running everything on earth. Wanna know
Because we
why?
allowing
Because they
them-
took our
we
Bible
allowing
and
them to
applied it
do
to
it.
their life.
We
So
allowing
we
them to
take
do
these
it.
same principles and apply it to our life, we gonna be on top because
It's
it's
not the-
originally ours,
It's
bro.
not the Bible, bro.
Oh.
The Bible ain't got nothing to do with that. Nah, he not about to listen.
Never now, y'all still schooling his ass?
We got to. We got to.
Alright,
No, we listening to you though. But we listen. We respect you too, bro.
That was disrespectful.
No.
Try to come at
So check it out. Okay, the men of the Bible, listen. The men of the Bible are austere men, right? They contending for the faith. You see what I'm saying? So when we dialoguing with you, it's all love, but we got to contend with you because your moral thought process of you being more, you the white man, all of that, bro, you got to get that shit up, bro, because that has never done nothing for us but put us in the position we in now, man. It's never done nothing good for us. Okay, what has America done good for us as black people? What has America done good for us as black people?
What you mean, what has America done?
What has America done good for us as black people?
I'm lost. What do you mean by that? You not.
What position of power has America put us in as black people?
Look, listen. When you say America, you're talking about the.
I'm gonna make it more broader,
No.
because who's gonna stay in
Let me just finish what I'm saying. You talking about the corporation? That's only within a 16 square block in Washington D.C.
Okay.
That's what you talking about.
What is the Amalekite man, right, or the Jewish man ever done for
They
the
don't
black
have
man
no
or the
power.
white man, the European man?
They don't have no power.
How come they don't? So where the power at?
The power,
Where the power at, bro?
power is what we give to them, bro.
Okay, and we didn't get it. If that's the case, we
That's
didn't get
our fault.
So,
It ain't them.
So where's our banking system at?
If you give me $1 million, I'm gonna turn it down. If you give me $1 million, am I gonna turn it down?
Brother,
Look at this sign right here for me, bro.
you saying we
Yeah,
gave?
fuck all that.
No. Listen, don't
That's
say
not
fuck all
important
that.
to me. That's not
We
important
gave.
to me.
This Native American right here. This Native
How
American.
come that's not
We gave him that. We gave him that.
Look, the same slave.
We gave him that.
Listen, the same slave ship y'all said came over here, right? The same slaves that jumped off the boat and said, I I'd rather die before I deal with this shit. And the ones that say, man, fuck this shit, I'm scared to die, I deal with it.
Let me get
that was a right. That was a right. That was a free will right there.
That wasn't free will.
You could have killed yourself.
So it was free will. Listen, it was free will for us to get put in chains and come over here to slavery and bondage.
They came over here on their own.
And get whipped. That's free will and get burned and tortured.
That
was a choice. It was a choice between death and death, is what you're saying ultimately.
Yeah, because you could have killed yourself.
Why we can't choose life?
Huh? You can.
So why? You choosing life?
Yeah, I'm choosing life.
How you choose life?
I'm not choosing life.
How you choose life?
I'm here.
Okay, what you believe in? You said you're more, right?
Yeah.
Who's your God?
I ain't got no God.
So
I am God.
You is God, okay.
I have the right.
Let me get.
Listen.
I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something.
Can I just say, look, one thing? Every decision I make affects me. Every decision I make. That's it. What else is there? What else is there left to it?
Nationwide.
You can only do what a motherfucker. You can only do what a person lets you do to him. That's why you a man. That's why you are a guy, because you have the right.
Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28.
I got it.
We gonna show you something, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro,
now we gotta turn up. We gotta turn up and go there. We try to spare a little bit. Now we gotta turn up and go there. Bring it up.
You said they can only do what we allow, right?
That's it.
All right, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
If you believe
and thy eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long.
Why can't we choose to save our children in the time of slavery?
You can accept that.
Why couldn't we choose that? Why didn't we choose that?
You can accept that.
So we accepted slavery, is what you're saying?
Y'all read a book, right?
Even today.
Can
you stop DCFS from taking your kids? They come.
Yes, you can.
They come trying to take your
kids.
Yes,
it is. It's a process.
Can you?
It is.
How's the process?
What you mean?
How? If they come take your baby, they come and snatch. They come snatch your baby right out the hospital.
After the process.
No, they ain't do my child like that.
Brother, we're speaking about nationwide, brother. Nationwide. We're speaking, the Bible speaks about individual also, but nationwide, brother.
What I'm saying is there's me, and there's brothers that's like me that have the information.
Why are we in the slums and the ghettos? Do we choose the slums and the ghettos?
I don't have no slums and the ghettos.
No, why are we in the slums and ghettos? Do we choose that?
Because we choose to be. Because we are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
What?
We destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
We chose to be in the slums and ghettos, and was we placed there strategically to lose. So the white man that put us in the slums and ghettos, who put us in the slums and ghettos then? We just chose the slums and ghettos.
The Germans and the Irish.
Let me get Deuteronomy 28.
The Germans and the Irish was the first white people in the ghettos.
Who put crack in the neighborhood? Who dropped case of guns in the neighborhood?
Ain't about who put crack in the neighborhood.
Who gave us a crack epidemic?
What they got to do with anything?
A lot of things. A lot of people died and suffered from
that. Was a strategic.
Who put out people? Who made our women subscribe to welfare Section 8 to take the men out the household?
She didn't have to go with that. She chose to.
Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 16.
Y'all just
What came first, the chicken or the egg, bro? What came first, the chicken? What came first, the chicken or the egg, bro?
Damn.
Now you can say.
Came first.
You can say.
The egg came first.
Okay, now that's wild. That's wild.
How the egg didn't come first? How was the chicken? How can the chicken be here if it wasn't for the egg?
Who sat on the egg, nigga?
It don't fucking matter.
Come on now, make it make sense.
You even asked
make it make sense. Bro.
Come on.
That's like saying, so you mean God, so the whole story of God creating us from the dirt and from the mud, folding our body and all that.
Brother,
so I mean, we came through a womb first then, right?
Brother.
But it says that the Bible created us from dirt, from the mold. He blew breath to life in our bodies and all that. Come on, how that's not the egg?
Had to conform.
How is that not the egg?
Okay, cool. Right. So you said it was our choice, right? Did the black man? Okay. When the white man came and got us, right?
He didn't come get us from nowhere.
Okay, check it out. We were on slave plantations, right? We was on slave plantations. That's a real thing. Ain't no such thing as a slave plantation. Bro, you gotta.
It ain't. That's what they call it.
Ain't no.
They call it.
So you can't go to Louisiana, Mississippi right now and visit a slave plantation.
That's what they call it.
So what you call it?
Prisoners of war. Because we was prisoners on our own land.
So if you're a prisoner of war,
it ain't no
is that a choice? Is it a choice?
It is a choice.
How is it a choice?
How come it's not?
If you lost the war, then you're back against the wall.
It ain't no war. We're prisoners of war. The war ain't over with. We're still in war to this day.
Brother, you contradicting yourself, brother.
We're still warring to this day. The war never ended.
Okay, brother. So what's the war, brother? What's the war? What's the war?
The attack on the people, the indigenous people of this land.
Why?
Why not?
Why?
Because they want to control shit.
Why?
For what reason?
What makes them do that?
What you mean?
Let me get Ecclesiastes 12 and 10.
Because they don't
I'm
have.
gonna show you why.
Because they don't have no birthright to this land.
Bro,
So they gotta trick us.
That's cool.
They gotta manipulate us.
That's understandable.
And they gotta try to force us.
We're trying to show you that you have a biblical enemy, bro.
Ain't no
right? You got a biblical enemy, bro.
So you mean to tell me black people the only one on the
planet? Bring this out.
Let
me get Ecclesiastes. Sirach 12 and 10.
Sirach 12 and 10. I'm not mad at y'all for believing the book, y'all.
No.
You can't convince me of that.
That's cool.
It's all love.
You're gonna stick with your own doctrine for sure. It's all love, but if you don't get your mind right, brother.
My man already
brother,
right.
if you don't get your mind right, brother, you're gonna die here in America, brother. If you don't get your mind right, brother, you're gonna go through the. Hey, brother.
Y'all haven't established y'all sovereignty.
All right, brother.
Y'all haven't.
Bring this up.
Earlier, the brother said detrimental. Your mind is detrimental, brother.